other night, well, I guess it was last week, I took a little trip into Walmart to grab a couple things, and there was something I knew I really wanted to pick up. And so I have just a little mini haul of some makeup stuff that I picked up at Walmart the other day that I thought I would share with you. First of all, I got the Sweat n Wild Fantasy Makers paint palette, and this is the one in neutral. The reason I got it is for Halloween, so there are some things to be coming that you'll see. So I picked that up. I wish I could tell you how much it was, like $4, $5 at the most. So I got that. I picked up this Rimmel London lip product because it was on clearance from $6.97 to $3.50, and it is their Provoca lips. And it's supposed to be 16-hour kiss-proof lip color, and it's like a two-step. So step 1 is intense color, and step 2 is lock and shine, and the shade is Berry Seductive, and it looks like this. So it's a two-sided. There were some other colors that I was interested in, but the seals had been broken on them. Why do people do that? So I couldn't get those colors because I'm not chancing that, but this one was intact. So in a future video, you'll see a look that'll include that lip. Okay, and then the thing that I actually went in for was I wanted some of the Profusion 10 pan palettes. They are $4.97 or $4.98, and I actually saw someone do, well, I don't know, I've like been thinking about them because I remember people talking about Profusion like crazy last year by Christmas time, but they're like, Target had it for like a hot minute, and then it was nowhere around me, and so I never got any of it except for the Spectrum palette that my cousin Debbie Knobloch sent me, and I love that palette. And so I was like, okay, I would love to pick up some more of those. So these are not new products out. However, if you're like me and didn't get a chance to get a hold of them, and maybe now like your Walmart or something has them on hand, you might want to. So I thought I would test them out for you, and we would see if they're worth picking up for under $5. So the first one that I'm most excited about is the Emeralds. So it looks like this. I went ahead and cut the seals on all these so I could open them up and show you the colors. So those are the greens. If you know me, you know I love green eyeshadow. So I'm really excited about that. The next one is Smoky. And the shades look like this. Very beautiful. And typically I wouldn't grab a palette that's kind of this neutral, but and then the last one I picked up was the Rubies. So they also had the mauves and the citrine palette, and I know there's other ones too, but they just didn't have them in stock. But here is the Rubies, which, oh, I have plans for this palette. Oh, do I have plans for this palette? And so I picked up those three, and I thought today, in this video, I'm going to show you a look with each one of these palettes, and then kind of tell you what my feel is on these. So I'm going to do the looks over some different, a few days, so that I will get to wear them and see how they wear and that kind of thing, and be able to tell you by the end of the video what I think of these palettes, if I think they're worth your money or not. And if I did not do looks with them, with each palette that you were hoping to see, please let me know, because I'd be happy to do that. Or if there are other of the 10 pan palettes that you are interested in, if you, look and have been like, oh, I don't know if I want to pick that up or not, let me know, because if you would like me to try it out, I would be happy to do that. I'd totally be happy for you to tell me, hey, go buy another $5 eyeshadow palette. And so I would be more than happy to do that. So today I'm going to be using the Emeralds, because I'm wearing, well, a brown sweater and my camel pants. And so I thought green would be really good. And so that is going to be my first color, or first look. And what I thought I would do with this berry colored lip is, when I use the Smoky palette, I want to do like just a very soft, simple smoky eye, so that I can use a bold berry lip. So that's kind of my thought with this. And so you will be seeing that in this video. But I'm going to go ahead and do a look with the Emeralds. Obviously, I'm not going to talk. We're just going to go through these looks. You're going to see them sped up to music, and then at the end, we'll talk about it, and then you guys can let me know down in the comments what you think. All right, here we go.
Flying close to where we belong, and we're trying to go somewhere new. And I try to crack this iceberg open till it shatters through the ocean. I wanna make shockwaves. I wanna make shockwaves with you. Gonna move the ocean current till the waves flood what's been burning. I wanna make shockwaves. I wanna make shockwaves with you. And I know I'm only getting higher till it feels like I can walk through fire. And I know I'm only getting higher till it feels like I can walk through fire. Walk through fire.
And here's the finished look. I'm going to come up and show you the eyes close so you can get a good idea of what the look looks like. So super fun and green. I hope you can see how pretty that shimmer is. Oh my goodness. It's like a teal and green shift. It's amazing. I just put this Believe Beauty eyeliner in the shade Olivia, which is like this olive green, in my waterline. And that is my look with the Profusion Emeralds palette. So I'm going to go out and wear it tonight to like some hardware stores. Big night out. So this is what it looks like. And I'll be back with you for a look with the next palette. Okay, today's look is going to be with the Smoky palette. So these are the shades. And as promised, I'm going to try out this new lip product that I also bought. So we're just going to see how this look goes.
Walk through fire. Trying to step back and see the view from above, 'cause I know that nothing lasts forever. And I try to crack this iceberg open till it shatters through the ocean. I wanna make shockwaves. I wanna make shockwaves with you. Gonna move the ocean current till the waves flood what's been burning. I wanna make shockwaves. I wanna make shockwaves with you. Shockwaves with you. Shockwaves with you. Shockwaves with you. Shockwaves with you.
So here is the finished smoky eye and lip. This is the weirdest lip product I have ever used, I have to say. You cannot rub your lips together when you put this on. If you do, everything just goes away. So you have to just fill them in and let them dry, and then put this other side on. That's the gloss and lock or whatever. So we're going to see how that goes. I will leave up on the screen if it wore well, or if this is like just please avoid kind of thing, because it's a bright color. It's definitely a bright color. And I feel like every time I wear bright colors, I look super pale and old. But anyway, okay, so the eyes. So let me come up close and just show them to you. What do you think? I think it looks amazing. I am loving these smoky eyes. And so, it makes my eyes look very green today. This particular graphite shade, it's almost like a purpley grayish tone, purpley grayish brown. I don't really know how to describe it. Purpley taupe. I don't know. Anyway, I am loving it. And so that is my look with the smoky palette. So you guys will have to let me know what you think of this one. And then the next will be the rubies, and that's the one I can't wait to play with. So see you with that. And we are on to our third and final of the three 10-pan Profusion palettes that I picked up at Walmart. And today is the rubies, and I am so excited for this one. I don't know why. There's just something about this little quad right here, I think, is kind of what I'm going to go with today. And yeah, I just thought it would be fun. I feel like I want to do something real. These are not like colors that I typically have in palettes and use, so why wouldn't we, right? All right, so let's see what ends up happening with this one. And there they are. This is so fun. I really wanted to do, at first I was going to do like a really monochromatic look and just only use those four kind of reddish shades that I showed you. But then I was like, you know what? No, I'm going to make this a little more fiery. And I got some Alicia Keys running through my head right now. I'm singing, I'll spare you guys. But I decided I would go ahead and incorporate that orange and that gold. And so I just did those underneath and in the inner corner. And the reds, I am extremely impressed. Red shadows, red shades, are typically a hard shade for companies to make. And these blended so beautifully. There was no patchiness whatsoever. I keep looking. Like, they're amazing. Now, there's not a ton of color differentiation between the shades, so I guess that would be like my only like complaint if I was going to complain, but I'm not, because this is less than $5 for this palette. And I think this is such a fun look. Now, I broke my own rule because typically I only will wear something dark underneath, or I like always want something dark underneath. But this just is a different vibe, and I think it's really fun. And I wanted to give you very different vibes between the three different palettes and the three different looks to be able to just share with you some of the things you can do with them. So depending on your aesthetic, what you like to do. But yeah, so that is the Rubies palette. So I actually will come back to you on a different day with a different look with one of these palettes, or maybe I'll mix them. I don't know, but I'll let you know when I come back. And we'll do a quick recap of what I think of them, how they wore, all that good stuff. And you guys can decide if this is something you think you would be interested in spending your money on, because spoiler alert, so far, I'm thinking I really, really love these. So, okay. Thank you guys. See you in a in a minute. No, in a second. Okay guys, I wanted to come and finish up with this video and give you my final thoughts on these palettes. Now I've used them several times, and actually the look I have on right now, don't judge it too harshly because I did it this morning for work and it is 7:30 right now at night. But let me come up and show it to you what it looks like even throughout the whole day like that. It wasn't my favorite color combo of a look that I've ever done either, but not necessarily the colors, but whatever. But in any case, it has held up, I think you can tell, beautifully throughout the day with being at work and everything. I mean, I always get a little dark right here in the corners, but anyway, today's look was actually a combination of the smoky and rubies. I used Top Notch right here, and I used Bewitched, is the dark color that you see right here, but Top Notch was like to blend out, and I used Twinkle and Pure is a mix together up on my brow bone, and Twinkle on the inner corner. And then from the Rubies palette, I used this Auburn shade right here is the crease color that I used. And then I used Studio as the shimmer that's on the more inner. So again, let me just show you all of the palettes. I know you kind of just saw them because you just watched the whole video, but so there's Smoky. Please ignore my fingernails because they need to be done really bad. Here is Rubies. And here is the Emeralds, which you will be seeing another look with this palette because my cousin Debbie and I are going to be doing a collab with it because I sent her one of these too. So those are the 3 of the Profusion 10-pan palettes that I picked up from Walmart for under $5. My final thoughts on these palettes, you guys, these might be some of my favorite eyeshadows for a couple of reasons. Number one, I have had no problem with blending, pigmentation, any of that. That has all been phenomenal. The shimmers have been beautiful and they've lasted all day. I don't have, like, it doesn't crease up and get yucky. I always wear an eyeshadow primer because I have very oily lids and hooded lids. If you can't tell when I look straight, you can't see my lid. That's what hooded lids are. And they have held up so beautifully. I have had no problem. Yesterday I did an extremely, like with just the light colors in this palette, just a very, very simple, basic look. And I thought it was so pretty. I kept looking and being like, oh, I really like that. And so I could not be happier with these 3 palettes. So if you have like not considered buying these because you think, oh, like they're inexpensive, so it might not be good, I'm telling you, it's good. And or if you've been looking at ones and trying to figure out which ones you would want to get, I love all of these for different reasons. This one, if you're more of a, like, I don't want to say a basic girl, but you know what I mean. If you're somebody who likes more basic looks, more neutral, toned down, work appropriate, that kind of thing, this is your palette. Like, this Smoky palette is amazing. And then this Emerald, I love greens, and this has such a cool variety of different shades of greens that, like, you can't beat. And then this one is a little brighter. I would say, if anything, I would say this of the 3 is a more maybe companion palette. If you, like, as far as to do a full out look with this palette, is kind of, not monochromatic. You saw the one that I did do, but the shades are very, like, similar toned for the most part, except for those 2 down there. So if, like, you covered those up, this is a very, you know, similar toned palette. So it might not give you a look that you would like if you want a little more dimension. So that would be my only thing, because this palette has a lot more, like, dimension that you can do with, like, the browns and golds kind of thing. And then, of course, this one has all sorts of shades. And so I am loving these. I know I'm going to be using them like crazy. These are the palettes that are going to go with me on my girls shopping weekend, because guess what? They're inexpensive, and if something happens to them, I would have no, like, freak out moment of, oh my gosh, I spent all this money on that palette and now it's broke. I'd just go get myself a new one for $5. Like, seriously, I cannot say enough good things about these. Dare I say, I think Profusion might end up becoming, it's a very close second to me after Juvia's Place right now. I know that's a strong, bold claim, but being the kind of person that I am, who's looking for something that works really well and is very inexpensive, because that is what my budget, my lifestyle allows, I cannot say enough about these. In saying that, I also asked you guys in the beginning if you would like to see me use more of these $5 palettes, like if there's a color story one that you would like to see me use, please let me know, because I will be more than happy to pick it up and show you what it's like. I may have just made a big Profusion purchase the other day, but only one of the things in it is a 10-pan palette. So you will be seeing, I'm pretty sure I only ordered one. So you will be seeing one of the other ones soon. But then also some other Profusion products, because I want to use them and see what I think of them as a whole. So I got a few different things that I'm really excited to play with. And so you can be looking for that, because one is going to be a major, like a Halloween video with Halloween. Yeah, just watch. And so yeah, so those were the 3 that I had. You guys let me know what you think. What do you think of the looks I did? Would you like to see me use different colors from these palettes? Have any of you been on the fence about these and now we're like, yeah, I'm gonna go pick those up? Or maybe you haven't even heard of them. Who knows, you know? But especially if you're someone who's just starting out with makeup, you cannot beat this. Go get yourself some of these and play, because there's so many different color stories. And so you can try out a bunch of different things for very inexpensive. So I am a Profusion fan at this point. From these 3 palettes, I am like, wow, I'm wowed. And so I can't wait to get my order in and try out those products with you guys and just see if I might have to become like, I mean, Juvia's is my buddy. They're my pal. Like, I love Juvia's. But oh my gosh, when you can get palettes for under $5 that work this well, Juvia's got a little competition. I hate to say it, but it's true. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you very soon. Bye.